This is image 34 and a gorgeous, probably my favourite shot of my parents, taken in black and white. I'm guessing maybe in the 1950s. And I just want to talk about colorizing, which was a technique that was very popular in the 50s and 60s, where color artists would pick up a black and white print and gently tone various bits of it to make it look at a kind of pseudo color photograph, which can be very pleasant. You can do this in Affinity Photo using a recolor adjustment layer, and so that's what we'll have a look at. So we'll go to the adjustments icon, and it's about the fourth down, recolor, and it will have this slightly frightening effect. So let's start by colouring the flesh that's visible in the shot. So I'm going to go for a reddy orange colour and drop the saturation right down until I get something that I think kind of looks about right. Like that. And close that window. Now at the moment, of course, the pinky reddy colour is affecting the entire image, and we only want it to affect the faces. Now this is an adjustment layer, and we know that it's a white adjustment layer. So if we invert the adjustment layer, so it becomes black rather than white, just as we did a couple of exercises ago, and then paint in white on the adjustment layer, it will expose the colour. So I'm going to hit Command I to invert it, and we're back to our black and white image. Now I'm going to zoom in on the faces. I'm going to pick up my brush. I'm going to paint in white because we have a black adjustment layer. And you can see as I draw the pen across the image that it's revealing the colour underneath. So now I can just paint this on. Now, I'm not being super careful just simply in order to save time, but you get the idea. Command 0. So I've made a bit of a mistake here because I've gone a bit wild and accidentally given my mother a Bride of Frankenstein hairdo. So all I need to do is reverse the colours. Sorry, meant to do that, not hit the magnifier. So that I'm now painting in black. Go back to my brush, paint in black, and just restore that. And while we're here, zoom in on her eyes, because I don't want them to be coloured pink, and just cut holes for them. And the same for my dad. Now my mum has got green eyes, so let's do the eyes next. All we have to do is exactly the same process. So we put another adjustment layer in, recolor. This time we choose nice dark green, maybe like that. Everything is green at the moment, so we hit Command I to invert the mask, so we're now looking at a black mask, and then we paint in white, and then we could do the same with my dad's blue eyes should we choose to. So next we'll do the hair. So we'll add another adjustment layer, A nice Albany brown colour. That will do, I think. Command I to invert the mask, and then paint away. And you can go on doing this, using this technique as many times as you wish, with hundreds and hundreds of different colours, if you wish. And the joy of it is that when you look at the entire image, if you think, oh my God, that flesh tone is horrific, it's far, far too vivid and bright, then all you have to do is go back to the relevant layer, adjustment layer, double click on it, and then make some changes. So everything remains editable. And if you do try this, something I haven't discussed in the past is that it's very easy to rename all of these layers. So you just double click in the name. So I could call this skin, and I could call this one eyes. Whoops. And I can call this one mother's hair. So they're very easy to find in the future if I want to come back and adjust them and make them lighter or darker or, different tone or whatever. So there we are.